Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Let me come back and talk with the mute off. There we go. All right, welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. As the song will suggest, that is me. I am me. It's exciting to see y'all. Exciting to be here with y'all. I am probably still asleep, but I've got up. There's a lot happening. I realize now, man, you can't do, you know what, we'll talk about all that stuff. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. If you're wondering what See You in the Morning is, it is my bright idea to get up in the morning to give y'all a piece of me, just come share way too much information, put too much of myself out in the public. That's what I do every morning. If it's your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've watched this show before, you came back and you decided to listen again, well, you know what? Thank you so much for doing it. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. I'm going to get into this show. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know what's happening. As y'all all know, man, there's a lot going on. My life is a movie. I'm the 40-year-old virgin, but my family, we start graying early. Y'all see how? Look at this. You see this? It's got to go. It's got to go. Today has got to be a haircut day. It's got to be a haircut day. First of all, look at how far back the hairline is. See, from here, you don't even know I got hair up there. But once you go down there, man, we are in smooth George Jefferson mode. We are way back there. And now, a lot of y'all ladies get that because y'all leave y'all braids in too long. That's usually how y'all combat that. I'm going to go ahead and cut mine off. A lot of times, ladies, y'all will just throw some braids on there. And this is what hat fishing is about. This is why I'm always in a hat. I want to make sure that's covered at all times and nobody sees it. Now, the first thing we do on this show in the morning is we come in and we speak to everybody. If I ain't sleep with you, I'm going to speak with you. So let me go ahead and get that out of the way. Of course, the first three people, they win a mythical medal, something they can hold on to and keep as a keepsake of being on the show this morning. So right now, winning the bronze is Miss Lynette Smith. Good morning, Lynette Smith. Winning the silver, Marche Trouble Copeland. And gold medal winner, a frequent golder, Kim Cat Thomas Jones. So Kim at the gold, Marche with the silver, Lynette with the bronze. Also here, Shannon, Tanya, Courtney, the pride of North Carolina, Rochelle, good morning, Cynthia, Crystal Sex Appeal, Jackie Brighton Riddick, Lisa Bazemore Bishop, Eminem, Michelle McKinley, Crystal Tasty Panel, Franita. Here, JD, don't call me Martin Luther the King. Ida is in the building. Jamie, more Lisa, Katrina, PP, Patricia, Monche, starting over Turner. That's what I'm going to call her. Call her Start Over. Will Bird is in the building. My man Al is in here. Al said, that's why I keep my head bald, because my hair doesn't hair like it used to. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Your hair forsakes you for no real reason. For no real reason. My best friend Rhonda's in here. The niece, good morning, is in here. Mo Lou is in the building. Monica Lucas is in the building. Al, you got to understand. A lot of y'all, you got to understand. I don't know why my hair is doing what it's doing. I don't know why my razor line was like, you know what? We don't want to be here anymore. Let's move to the ears and the nose. You just realize it. You be like, why all of this area right here is so in need of hair. What do I need nose and ear hair for? But it's there now. And even more, and again, I told you we get in here, we tell way too much. Even more disrespectful is the hair in the cheeks. I think when you young and you go in for a wipe, it's a smooth wipe, especially for the fellas. My bad. Especially for the fellas, it's a smooth wipe when you're going in and when you're young. But once you get older, man, it's a jungle back there. It's a jungle back there, and that's why you gotta be really careful. And so men, I think we've talked about manscaping before, but it's hard. It's hard to do this for men. Men, we don't know what's going on. Back. It used to go back there, man. Man, it was like wiping this turtle. You get back there, man, smooth wiping, smooth wiping. But now, man, you start getting older. That hair leaves from up top. It goes back there, man. Now, when you're wiping, it's just a lot happening back there. It's not smooth no more. It's a rough wipe. That's all I'm saying. You really got to get in there. You really got to get in there. You really got to shampoo and condition back there. Because that's what's happening. There's no more fun back there, and there's really no way for men to go through manscaping. You gotta do it yourself, I guess. You can't ask anybody else to do it. I don't know how that's got to be one of the more awkward things in life. If you're a man, you can't go to anybody and be like, "Hey, man, can you?" You gotta have. Hey, man, if you don't mind shaping that up for me, you can't walk in the barbershop and do it. There's nowhere for you to go. Ladies, y'all go. Y'all enjoy a solid waxing. Y'all be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get it waxed." Y'all talk all good about it. Oh, girl, you feel great afterwards, man. It's smooth. You can whistle. You know what I'm saying? You taking away that lower beard. But as a guy, where do we go? You can't walk in there as a man and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm here for the muy caliente special." You know what I mean. I need to get it smoothed out. I guess you could always ask if you got a significant other. I guess you could always ask them, "Hey, can you get in there and take care of that for me?" I guess you could ask, but where's no man? You just gotta let it go. If you're a man, you just gotta grow up. You gotta let it be known that that's where your life is now. I mean that's just what life is gonna be for you. If you're a man, you just gotta know, hey man, I'm here now. I've got an afro. Ladies, y'all got, and that's what y'all got to look forward to. You gotta already know that that's getting ready to happen. They wax men too. Just be ready for her to tell you needs the chest. No. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because now it's a prison like experience. Nobody wants to get caught up in that. I've seen that in all kinds of prison movies. That's a prison movie. When you go in and they be like, go knees to chest, you be like, for what? No, man, I'm standing on my own too. I'm standing strong. I'm still here. That's not what you're getting. No, I would rather get it cornrowed than to go in there and get waxed. I don't think you come out the same. I don't think you come out the same. I think, and this is rough to talk about. But fellas, I got fellas in the room. A waxing or a prostate exam. The prostate exam, first of all, you're never gonna be the same person again. It's intrusive. I think you lose a little bit of your soul with each prostate exam. But which one you choosing? Would you rather? Would you rather? And then if you do, are you getting designer? If you get in there, you be like, hey man, let me get the landing strip, let me get the Ricky Ricardo, let me get the handlebars. One of them saves your life. Shannon says a super quick snatch over before you know it. The position you're in is the most humbling. Knees to chest? Nah, cuz. I'm not doing it. First of all, I don't even know. Listen, I got a little bit of baggage. And I ain't talking about in my lower region. I'm talking about right here in my gut gym. My gut area. I'm right here in my gut area. I don't know if I can even get my knees to my chest. I don't even know. And here's the thing: if you the waxer and you go in and you like knees to chest, sir, he's like, okay. He immediately gets there. What are your thoughts? You gotta already have practice getting knees to chest before you can get knees to chest. It's really not a reason for a man to be knees. And and I I just got the visual. Hold on, ladies. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure I'm understanding this right. What's up, Tim? Let me make sure I'm understanding this right on how y'all want it. If you're going in to get waxed, when I was thinking knees to chest, I was thinking, well, there's no positive way for it to go. Not for a man. Am I going knees to chest, laying on my back, knees to chest, or am I Luther Campbell, face down, cheeks up? And you might have to go the prostate between man wax and the prostate. There's no. Your dignity is gone either way. Dignity is gone either way. And doctors do feel natural doing it. They like, all right, come on in. Yeah. Real quick. You and they in there. The habit no, cause that ain't natural for us. Good morning, Sonya. The spider monkey fetal. No. You telling me, I mean what do then what I gotta bring my hands back around my thighs, interlock my hands, and I'm in there because you should be fighting yourself. No, man, I'm not getting waxed. I'm not getting waxed. It ain't for me. It ain't for me. Now, ladies, does it matter to y'all? Does it matter to y'all? I'm telling you now. I'm just asking, does it matter to y'all? What y'all doing matters. When y'all go in for y'all maintenance, that matters. It matters to a lot of men because a lot of men they don't want to have to go look for it. When they about to dive in, they don't want to have to. Let me find it. And that times you gotta go you this way. You trying to find it, and you start hearing all kinds of ghosts of Christmas past and people in the background. You're like, hey, you gotta go to the left. You gotta go to the little warning sign. At least cut it down to a low season. You ain't gotta go all the way, ladies. Y'all ain't gotta get y'all thing all the way out. Then you become a 12-year-old, and nobody likes that but R. Kelly. But y'all at least gotta cut it down. But ladies, what do y'all care about with the man? Do y'all care what he got going on? Do y'all care if the man is manscaping? And then what does he need to escape? My problem is I don't know what's going on my back. I don't know if I got back hair or not. I don't know how that works. Chanel says she cares. No hairballs. Okay. And how you? All right. I don't even know. Okay. Maybe there's a lot more men in there going in. I've seen commercials for how to do it safely. I seen commercials where they teach you how to get the right razor to go in and smooth the electric one. You go in and then what do you got? What if you got sons or daughters? You gotta be real specific on which razor is which one. Because you don't want to accidentally put your lower razor on your upper face. You don't want to. You don't want to need. You don't want to need. Yeah. Hair holds older. For who? For him or her? For him? That what creates it. So you got to get in there. You got to. All right. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work. It just seems like you're doing a lot when you got to go in and you got to. I care, but I will wax a. Is that a mood setter? Is that a mood setter? You come in with the clippers. You cut the lights off. Nothing like well shaved. Well shaven, huh? He done sat there and took the time. I feel like I'm kind of odd. I feel like if I did, I'm putting designs in there. They gonna have a Nike swoosh in there, all kinds of stuff. Now see now earlier, see this is why you can't trust anybody on the internet. Just earlier, somebody told me it was seconds. The waxing just took some seconds. Now Chanel is saying 20 minutes. Ain't nobody got time to be. I just can't do it. I can't be. No, man. I can't become a submissive for 20 minutes. If waxing and shaving is required before birth, it should be a requirement, period. They make you shave hair off all the time, though. If you go get a tattoo, when I went to get my tattoos, the first thing they do is they go shave the whatever region you in. They go and shave it. They go shave it, then put some speed stick on there, some kind of antiperspirant. So we saying get rid of the underarm hair too. Here's my thing though. I just feel like you're a man when you got underarm hair. I feel like men are supposed to, and fellas, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like as a man, when I lift my arms to the sky, it should be a little bit of buckwheat under there. Y'all should know what I'm going with. Sometimes y'all might even see a couple of little white cocaine crumbles in there. Y'all should be able to see a little bit of degree. Ladies cut theirs off. Fellas, you leave yours on. Ladies, is that what we're asking for? Ladies, is what we asking for? We asking for it to be trimmed up? We here now, ladies. Let's learn together. Let's all learn together. Are we supposed to be? I thought, fellas, you just let that thing go. God got you. He's gonna let it grow to the appropriate length. Let it go. Just let it grow. Trim it. Rhonda is saying you got to trim it. Man, I'm so surprised. These answers are surprising to me. The things you learn on a Friday. I had no idea. Fellas, are y'all taking notes? Fellas, are y'all? I always take notes of the show. I'm always taking notes. I keep my notebook right here. I take notes of the show. I like my notebook. It's a pretty cool notebook. Got a spaceman on a skateboard. But I don't think it's the hair that's gonna make you. You gotta wash it. If you wash it, if you go in there, you wash up, you put on deodorant, I think you'll be fine. I don't want to say that it's caked up, Sean. Sometimes you gotta let people know. Rhonda said, "I don't want to do with bald armpits, but we shouldn't be able to braid what's there either." Nice. All right, so a compromise. It shouldn't be braidable. Marche says women will speak into the mic more if it's trim. If it's trim or clean. So that's what's stopping y'all. All right, fellas. Y'all, you heard it here. You heard it here. They not going there. They not getting on the bus going downtown because it's too crowded down there. Too many people. You got to trim that thing up. If you trim that thing, she'll trim that thing. You feel me? If you trim it, she'll trim it. Know what I'm hearing? That's what I'm getting out of this conversation. If you trim it, she'll trim it. You'll trim it, she'll trim it. All right, this whole conversation has made me uncomfortable. So Right now, fellas, you got choices to make. Are you going in there, fellas? Are we saying on this day from this day forward, man? We going in. From this day forward, we trying to make this a bit cleaner. We shaving. We getting in there. We neatening it up. We cutting the grass in the yard. I didn't commit to anything. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about y'all. This is for y'all. This show and the opinions thereof have nothing to do with my real life. None of my real life is a bit. Y'all enjoy it. Speaking of my real life is way worse than anything that I can talk about on this show. Speaking of things that I can talk about on this show, I really want to put this out there. People always ask me why my life is what it is. And I think it comes down to your family, to your raising, your family. Sometimes you want to try to be aware of what goes on in your family. And I'm gonna tell y'all something that I ran across yesterday. In any neighborhood, you already know there are some signs that you're not in the best of neighborhoods. Sign one is always gonna be a Dollar General. If there's a Dollar General, you're not in a good neighborhood. Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, all bring down the property value of that neighborhood. They never put Dollar Generals in nice neighborhoods. They never put a Dollar Tree in a nice neighborhood. They never put Family Dollar in nice neighborhoods. It's just not gonna happen. If you went into one of those, you're probably not in the best neighborhood. Second thing that lets you know you're not in a very good neighborhood is a corner store. If there's a corner store in your neighborhood, something has gone awry. If you move into that neighborhood and there's a corner store, something has gone awry. I mean, I want y'all to look around. Go look in the best of neighborhoods. The best neighborhoods, no corner store. Ain't no corner store in a good neighborhood. Tim was manscaping before it was a thing. I mean, I'm proud of you, Tim. I guess if there's a corner store, We moved away from me waxing. It's not happening. There's a corner store. You already know you reached. And I'm not talking about a chain, a gas station. If you got you can have a nice 7-Eleven. That's not a corner store. 7-Elevens have separated themselves from being a corner store. We all know what a corner store is. Corner store is something Zippy's, anything. Now, if you live on a Martin Luther King Boulevard, you already know you're in the worst neighborhood that there could possibly be. But corner stores are amazing. You can see anything can happen in the corner store. And now that Virginia has legalized gambling, and corner stores are also little mini casinos. Phones and casinos now. You got corner stores are turning into casinos. Everybody's in there trying to win money on those little fishing machines and those little things. It's crazy, right? I try to stay out of corner stores, but corner stores usually have the best snacks. Corner stores are gonna have snacks that you can't get in your regular grocery store. It's gonna be things you can get out of corner store that there's just no way you could get them out of regular grocery store. For example, corner stores got pig feet and pickles in a jar. Sneakers, fried pork. It's one-stop shopping. The corner store is something amazing. You can always tell the level of corner store by what kind of chips they have. The more dangerous the corner store, the more dangerous the chips. If you in a store that's got wrap snacks, your life is in danger a little bit. Anything can pop off anywhere that carries wrap snacks. If they still just got your regular Fritos, Lay's, Doritos, that's a high-end corner store. But when you got a corner store that's got wrap snacks in it, you can always tell by the chips. Wrap snacks, you already know. Corner store chicken is unbeatable. The chicken, the gizzards, all that stuff unbeatable. If you somewhere that's got Bonton, listen, you should be armed if you go in a corner store that got Bonton chips. If you're in a corner store that got Bonton chips, a lot of people don't even know what Bonton is. They think I'm talking about the reggae singer. Bonton chips, fellas. If you get you a woman that likes Bonton chips, you got you something. She is down for whatever. If she got Bonton chips, she will either go to a parade with you or she'll go to a drive-by. Bonton chips. You get a woman that likes Bontons, you done got yourself on to something. Cause that Bonton chip, because you can't even find those. The note say you took it back with the Bonton. You listen. I ain't talking about Buju. Buju Bonton. We love Buju Bonton. The Bonton chips, completely different. All of them sell body oils and weed stuff. Bonton chips. If you got yourself a woman that likes pickled pig feet, leave her. Tell her you're going to get some milk. Tell her you're going to the corner store. Then don't come back up. Rhonda, this is what I'm talking about. Rhonda, one of my bougie friends, she went to that bougie college. She's a doctor. No idea what a Bonton chip is. She grew up in Virginia Beach. She don't know what a Bonton chip is. Look at how it's telling on y'all sales. Lisa, what is a Bonton chip? Lisa, classic, AKA. I don't think you're allowed to get an AKA if you've ever had Bonton chips. He said, I've been in the hood, but not that kind of hood. I ain't never heard of Bonton chips. I'm telling y'all, that Bontons are what you want. Let me get y'all, because y'all are chipping. Y'all are tripping. Y'all are chipping. I done said chip so many times. I done said the Bonton chip in the barbecue. Man, oh man. I'm looking at all you ladies that ain't never had no Bonton chips before. It's making me feel somewhere. Making me feel some kind of way. Let me know that y'all ain't down or whatever. That's Bontons. See you later, man. Have a great day. I love you. Let me know if I'm picking you up or your mom's picking you up. All right. Love you. Those right there, Bonton corn chips ain't a regular corn chip shape. They do what they want to do with Bonton. Bonton chips are shaped like Wendy's burgers. It's square. There's a different chip. If you into them Bontons, you got something going. I went into the corner store by my house, which constantly reminds me that I haven't made it yet. I'm constantly reminded that I haven't made it yet. People be like, man, you done made it. You doing big things. I be like, nah, it's still a corner store by my house. Now, let me throw something at you. Lasha Una just came in with something that's really gonna tell me what y'all about life. If you not only if you've had Bontons, if you know that Tahitian Treat is the best soda ever. Tahitian Treat is undefeated. I know you know about real life if you had Tahitian Treat. If you ain't never had Tahitian Treat, I don't even know what to tell you. You missing out on life in ways. Tahitian Treat is exactly what it said. I think Lynette Smith said Tahitian Treat first. Tahitian Treat, listen, is exactly what it says it is. If you, fellas, I'm going to tell you right now, if you ever walk in the streets and you see a woman eating Bonton chips, drinking a Tahitian Treat, marry her immediately. It might be diabetes in a bottle. It may be, but it is delicious. If that's how you got to lose your toes, that's it. If I'm losing my toes, that's how I want them lost. If I got to lose a leg, let it be because of Tahitian Treat. Look at Rhonda again. Her bouginess. That's my best friend, but my best friend's bougie. Never had Tahitian Treat. Never had Tahitian treat. I ran into the corner store yesterday. Now, Cheerwine, and we can just talk, and we can be honest. Cheerwine doesn't say anything. Cheerwine is not doing anything. Cheerwine is just Southern. You just country if you're gonna get Cheerwine. But Cheerwine ain't got nothing on Tahitian treat. Now we going down the list of great snacks now. Listen. Then it says Donald Duck orange juice. Listen, Donald Duck orange. First of all, if you ain't never had orange juice from concentrate, I really don't know what your life is. If you ain't never bought you a can of orange juice, I don't know what your life is. If you ain't never, your grandmama ain't make you buy a can of orange juice. If you ain't never had a can of orange juice, I don't know if I can trust you. If you ain't never had a can of Donald Duck, if you ain't never had a can of orange juice, period, I'm concerned about you. You should have, at some point in your life, and I'm almost positive Rhonda ain't never had a can of orange juice either. I know Rhonda ain't had no can of orange juice. Just her bougie level. And she's always been able, listen, here's the thing about a can of orange juice. You get you a can of orange juice, the best part of, like the frozen can of orange juice. Look at you, confused. The frozen, she'd be like, oh my God, no. The best part of a frozen can of orange juice is when you open it up and you take a little spoonful. We ain't never had the full thing of concentrate when I make the orange juice. I'm always gonna take a little bit off the top. And if I ain't got no spoon, my grandmama's gone now, and I apologize, but I ain't had no spoon. I'm gonna lick the top of that orange juice. I'm gonna lick the top of that orange juice. I'm gonna take me a spoonful of that orange. That thing is high. That hits. Oh, the top. Because I don't know what it is about the concentration, but it gets right on the top of that can, and it's like a sticky little paste. That sticky paste, yes, sir. That sticky, when you pop that top, that's what you got to do it. You are supposed to do it. That's what life is. Now, yesterday I went to the corner store by my house, which reminds me that I'm not there yet. I'm just not there as a person yet. And I realized I saw one of my family members. I saw an aunt of mine. My aunt has COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Now, what is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD? It's a group of diseases that cause airflow blockage and breathing problems. It includes emphysema, chronic bronchitis. If you got COPD, you can't breathe. Emphysema and chronic bronchitis, those are the most common conditions in COPD. But you're gonna have damage to the lungs, and that can't be reversed. You just gonna COPD. I seen my aunt in there. She got COPD. You know, she got a mask on. She's coughing, and I really felt bad. You know, wanted to ask how she was doing. So I realized she had sent her daughter in the store. In the corner store to purchase for, you know. Because, sometimes you got COPD, you can't breathe as well. You don't want to take those long walks into the corner store, and you don't know if you're going to have the strength to run out if something is happening. You got to always be prepared for a robbery. You know, when you walk around in a hood corner store, it's like playing musical chairs. You're always trying to find a place to sit down and duck. You don't just be out in the open. You got to make sure you're in the aisle. You moving in a way that you can get out quick. So she sent her daughter in to make the purchase for her. And her daughter, I walked her back out to the car. Hey, how you doing, auntie? You doing good? I see her. She got her mask on. She's coughing. She said, I'm doing all right, nephew. How you? I'm doing good. And to my chagrin, when the daughter gets in the car, the daughter hands her a pack of cigarettes. I'm just going to tell y'all something. This is why I realized family ain't family no more. Man, these people still out here smoking cigarettes with Cop D. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked. She said, "Don't you talk about me on your show tomorrow." And so I told her, I said, "I am." And that's why this whole section is dedicated to her. I had to do it. I had to do it. Let me tell you something about black people. Black people, on a whole, once you tell them they can't have something, they gonna get it. Your diabetic cousin is gonna get sweet tea every time. Oh, man, your diabetic cousin is drinking McDonald's sweet tea. McDonald's sweet tea don't even have no tea in it. You can call it sweet. It's McDonald's sweet E. Because it ain't no tea. Ain't no tea. It's nothing but sugar. You go to add let me get some of that sweet E. And they be like, what? That sweet E. They be like, oh, that's that, because we don't put no tea in it. It ain't nothing but sugar. Jane said, we welcome death. We look it in the eye. Tea flavored sugar. That's all it is. It's things that we know ain't no good for us. Hardee's workers have been warning us for years that we don't need sausage biscuits. They've been telling us for years. I don't even think legally Hardee's can call their sausage biscuits. If you've ever been if you ever go to Hardee's, especially in the hood, they're gonna ask you, would you like a sausage biscuit? A what? A sausage biscuit. No, I don't want one of those. But they've been telling you all along, you don't need this. This is nothing but salt shit. They've been offering you sausage biscuits for a long time, and you still go in there and get it. Hardee's workers, they will not hire you to work the drive-through of Hardee's if you can pronounce the word sausage. If you can say sausage, they will not hire you at Hardee's. They hold up a picture. They be like, "What is this?" You be like, "Oh, that's a sausage biscuit." You're overqualified. That's what they say at Hardee's. If they hold up a picture, they be like, "What is this?" You be like, "A sausage biscuit." Ah, come on in. Welcome to Hardee's. I couldn't believe my aunt sat there coughing and choking and got her a fresh pack of cigarettes. And then it didn't even look like a name brand pack of cigarettes. It won't Marlboro. It won't. What do we know? We know Marlboro. Black people smoke the green and white ones. What do black people smoke? Newports. Newports. That's what black. You won't need no Newport. The racism in cigarettes. Racism in cigarettes is real. You know, black people do Newports, white people do Marlboros. I don't know who's still smoking Virginia Slims. It's 16,000 kinds of cigarettes. I think a lady has to smoke the longs. The longs is the 100s, right? Yeah. So I don't know if that means you get 100 puffs. I don't know how it works. But that's right, Shannon. Black people get Newport shorts in the box. That's where they come in. Oh, hey, let me get them Newport shorts in the box. And then they come out, and then they start abusing the cigarettes. I never smoked cigarettes, so I don't understand why you get the cigarettes and you abuse them. You get a cigarette. I know that sound from a mile away. It sound like two people getting it in, but it's really just a new pack of cigarettes. If you don't get this smack, if you don't get that, you can't smoke the cigarette. For some reason, you can't just go in, open a cigarette, and smoke them. That's when you know your uncle about to have a good time with them cigarettes. When your uncle take them cigarettes out, what up there, young man? You doing all right? Okay, now how your mama doing? Everything good? Mm-hmm. 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 And real OGs don't even smoke the cigarette initially. They get in there. Mm-hmm. What's her now? You all right? You all right with me? You know what I'm talking about. It's crazy out here, man. Crazy. Cigarettes. She out there with COPD, coughing and smoking at the same time. You ain't even got no airways, but you still smoking cigarettes. What the smack in the cigarette pack? I don't know. And they talking about they gotta make the tobacco settle or something. I don't know. There's some smokers in here. Nobody want to say it, but it's something about smoking. It make it taste better, I guess. Roberta said her daddy smoked Winston's. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to. I don't even know who smokes Winston's. I'm gonna tell you right now. I know what type of neighborhood I'm in. If I see some of these laying around on the ground, I see these laying around on the ground. I already know. I already know it's a time being had. I can't tell what's happening if I see a box of Winston's. If I see a box of Winston's, I couldn't tell you what neighborhood I'm in. I can't tell you. Now I'm gonna tell you what I do know. I'm gonna tell you what I do know. If you want an old school player, and you want to know what an old school player is, back in the day when they had cigarette machines that you could get cigarettes out the machine. If you want to know what the old school players were smoking, huh? If you don't know, now you know. Them old school players, they'll pull out a pack of Camels on you. Huh? Look at Jay-Z on the front. Got a picture of Jay-Z on the front. That's old school. That's a real smoker. That's a real smoker. A real smoker gonna pull up on a pack of Camels on you. Look at it. Filtered, unfiltered. That pack of Camels. That's what's gonna do you right. They're gonna do you right. That Jay said Camels will blow your chest off. That's a real man. That's a real man's cigarette right there. If you now contrary to if you find a woman that's drinking Tahitian treat and eating bonton, and you run up on a woman that's smoking Camels, go the other way. Go the other way. Bonton's Tahitian treat, fine. If she pull out a Camel, you run for your life, sir. You run for your life. Now get out of here, man. It's Friday. For a lot of people, it's the best day of the week, man. It means the end of your work week. It means you get to begin and enjoy your day. Last night was amazing because last night was the beginning of the NFL season. The Detroit Lions actually won a football game. That was great for them. Big shout outs to them for beating the Chiefs. I'm glad about it. Sunday, the day that the misery starts for the Cowboy fans. So we're excited about that. Sunday's the first day of football starting up. Ladies, please let your man have this. If you're not a woman that enjoys sports, because I've been told by numerous women like sports too. Women enjoy football. Women know about football. There's a lot of women out here that know the difference between a cover 2 and a cover 3. A lot of women out here know what cloud coverage is. There's women out here that watch football more than to see the men in the tight pants and see what size cup they wear. It's more to it than that, you know? So I get it. A lot of ladies are out there watching football, and it's fantastic. James Hayes is in here saying Niner Nation. Okay, good. The 49ers, they the San Francisco Treats. Monica Lucas is in here. She's saying go Cowboys. Hey, whatever. I see you into S&M. You just want to be beat constantly. You want to be torn down. That's what you want. Kim says we love football. Shannon singing Fly Eagles Fly. I mean, hey, listen. The Eagles have been doing well recently. Lisa, I expect more. You seen Bougie at first, but I don't know. Now I find out you like the. Oh, she didn't even say the Commander. She said let's get it Commodores. So I think she might be back to music. the team's called the Commanders, but she said, "Let's get it, Commodores." Bam, 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 bam. She got a little Lionel Richie on her mind, but it's what it is. It's what it is. Women love football, is what Brianne is saying, and that's fine. If you don't love football, if you're not a fan of football, ladies, let your man have it. First of all, if your man don't love football, get you a whole nother man. Turn the man that you got now in. If you run across a man, he's like, "Oh, I don't care for football." Turn him in. Turn that man in. Go get you a refund on the man you got. He don't have to be avid about football, but he got to at least care. He got to at least have a team. Whether he follows the team, whether he knows who plays, he got to be able to be like, "Oh, no, my team is this. I do like football." If he comes to you and he tells you he don't like football, I'm telling you right now, when you leave the house, he's wearing your panties. And I'm not saying anything about men who enjoy wearing panties, but what I am saying, get your nut man. But this Sunday ain't the time. The first Sunday of the year is not the time. The first Sunday of the year, everybody still feels like they can make it to the Super Bowl. This is not the time for you to need something. You don't need nothing from the store. It's not the time for us to have a serious talk. This ain't the time for you to find something funny. This is the time for you to either sit there, love him, rub on him, or let him go. Let him leave the house. And if he leaves the house, expect him to be gone from 1 to 7:30. 12:30 to 7:30, he out. 12:30 to 7:30. He can come back home at any point in time during that. 12:30 to 7:30, he out. That's it. From 12:30 to 7:30, ain't no need. If he leave the house, don't expect him back. 12:30 to 7:30. That's an option. But I'm telling you now though, not if it's his team playing. Don't nobody want no. I'm telling you now. Yes, I know that was the wife. I know the wife is saying that. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If my team is playing, I don't have time for your amorous affection. I've got to be paying attention to the game. Now, whatever happens at halftime happens at halftime. Halftime, listen, everything, hey, living La Vida Loca. But not during the game. Bree say from 12:30 to 11:30 Sundays for football. I agree. Think about it, a Sunday night game can be watched at home. I'm huge on football, so I don't want to be bothered on Saturday. I got Alabama football to watch. I got college football to watch. Ain't nobody got time. Not during his team. You never bother him while his team is on. Now, at least a halftime quickie is fine. A halftime quickie works out. Bam, bam, bam. If you watching a game where it ain't your team, do whatever you want to. Ain't no rules if it ain't my team. I'm still watching though. I can be bothered a little bit, but if it's my team, peace be still. Just know if he going to the sports bar, he going whatever. I'm thinking about going to watch the games at the going and watching the games at the casino. I might go in there. It's close. I can drink, do whatever I need to do, get back home safely. But Sunday's my day. Leave that man alone. Listen, and for all of y'all religious people, I do 52 services before football season starts. That way, that's a year's full of church. I got all 52 of my Sunday services in. Sometimes I got to double up and go to 3 services on a Sunday, but I've been there 52 times. So I got all 52 of my services in. So me and Jesus is square. You start off every year with an account. He expects you to be at 52 services. I knock all 52 of them out. That's a year's worth of services. I get them done prior to football season because I don't have time for church to accidentally be running over or be running late. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for 8 o'clock service to spread out. I got to watch the pregame shows, all of that. Plus, now if I go to 8 o'clock service, I'm going to be too tired to give football what it deserves. No. I'm waking up at 11 o'clock on Sunday. I'm waking up at 11 o'clock on Sunday, preparing myself. And that's it. So this is the greatest weekend. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And that's it. See, James, you better than me. James, you better than me. You got to check the score. Listen, I got the app. I'm watching the game. If I forced to be in church, got to be something like a funeral or me being paid. If you see me in church on a football season, there's a check involved. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I was paid to be there. It was a check, and that's it. See you Sunday at 9 in the evening. Not in the morning. No. Maybe not even the evening. It's an evening game on. Either the evening game, I got to make a decision. Do I want to watch the Sunday night game at home in the comfort of my own home, or do I want to continue spending this money out in these streets? Depending on what the Sunday night, like this Sunday is Cowboys and Giants. That's a good game to just be an adjutant at. I'd rather go and watch the misery of Cowboy fans. I might go out for that, but other than that, I'm in my own home watching it. Anybody got time? I ain't got time for that. Oh, no can do. I can't go for that. And God put me in the right place. That's why God put me on the East Coast where the games come on at 1 in the p.m. The Lord knows that if I lived on the West Coast, man, when I was out in California filming and football and the games came on at 10 in the morning, man, ain't no way I'm going to nobody's church. These games come on at 10 in the morning. Now, the beauty of the West Coast is that Sunday night game. I've been waiting all day for a Sunday night. That Sunday night game starts at 5 o'clock on the West Coast. So you done knocked that game out. That game is over by 8. You still got your whole evening. That game in, you turned up, you drunk, you still got time. You can get to work. All right. The East Coast, we got it hard. All right, I'm out of here, man. Y'all enjoy football. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Again, man, it's about love, man. Try to figure out a way to be happy this weekend. Try to figure out a way. I don't know what my hat is doing. There we go. I don't want to look like a stroke victim. Find out a way to be excited. I got training to do today from 10 to 1. Y'all know my son goes to a Catholic school, so they got this training. You can't come in you got an extensive training. The volunteer. You can't even work picture day without going through the Don't Molest Our Children training. So I'm getting ready to go through the Don't Molest Our Children training. So that's from 10 to 1. But other than that, man, high school football starts on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be a great weekend. I hope everybody has an amazing weekend, man. I want y'all to be loved. I want y'all to know that y'all are worth it. All of y'all are amazing people, man, and I'm proud of you. And all that y'all do, man. So get out there. Do what y'all do, man. We out of here, man. I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. They do. They have Don't Molest Our Children training. They don't call it that. They call it virtuous or virtus. But yeah, they told us, they were like, we just want to make sure, because Catholic Church, Catholic Church be Catholic Church and them priests be priesting. And so I was like, you will not put your hands on my son's Rock of Gibraltar. Not today. All right. Why did I say that out loud? Okay, I'm gone, man. I hope you have a fantastic out. I'll see y'all again Monday. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. See y'all again in the morning. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton's Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton's Cassidy Show. Please. you and making you laugh again. Started off